What's going on, guys? Matt here, and welcome back to another episode of What If Ming in EU4. As it sits, Korea is completely occupied by Uchi, but is occupying some of Korean Japan. Mongolia is kind of slithery. Korea made peace with what would be Uchi. These guys are fighting some Korean separatists on the Korean Peninsula. Just a big old fight for the Korean Peninsula at this point between the Japanese majors, Donghai, and then one of the Chinese. Spain has made a purchase over here. Ming kind of trying to push in, but facing a lot of separatists. Noble rebels, and Korea is reoccupied by Uchi again. Korea having an alliance with Udegi. Saloon occupied by Uchi. Who all is Uchi at war with? Korea, Saloon, and Udegi. So maybe Uchi will try to take over that entire area. Peasants rising up, some separatists. Japan fighting a lot of Japanese noble rebels. Might fall apart. Be a perfect time for Uchi to go in and take some more. And it's gone. Ming invading Lijiang. Uche seeing a lot of success up in the north, kind of hold it at Udegi, but going back and forth with Korea in the south here. If Uchi can go after Japan and take all of its Korean holdings, and then go after Japan itself, it might get the ability to form Japan as well by having all of the, being Japanese culture and having all of the territories needed, which would be funny if there were two Japans. Big guys up here kind of just settled down, waiting for truce timers to run out, I imagine. Uchi is not at war with Udegi anymore. They probably signed a peace. So they're fighting Korean Saloon, who's full occupied up there. And now they're going after Korean mainlands. Ming seeing some initial success. They're also invading Ayata, who is also at war with Ava. Kam trying to take some easy gains from Lijiang, and Lijiang is completely occupied. Ayata still pretty big, occupied by Khmer. Lijiang got a couple provinces taken, but for the most part is still alive. Chapa, Khmer. Udegi is being occupied by the Mongols and Donghai, so that's going to be a war that I'm pretty sure in saying that they're going to lose. Yeah, they just got completely eaten by the Mongols. Spain dealing with some Wudingen separatists. And then they're spreading. Maybe Spain will get kicked out of China early. Saloon being attacked by Donghai. Be nice to see a lot of these smaller nations go ahead and disappear, like Korchin, Udegi, Saloon, even Korea at this point. Just let the big powers in. And Mongolia is also invading Saloon and Korchin. So maybe we'll see exactly that. We'll see all these small minor nations get completely just wiped out by these two big powers. Yep, there goes Donghai taking a lot of land from Saloon, where they only have this area here. Korchin losing a couple provinces. Udegi pretty much left alone. There's one Korean province here is just border war. While nothing's happening, let's go take a look at Europe. And in the Middle East, the Ottomans are kind of pushing towards Russia and into Hungary. France is still fighting Burgundy. Great Britain has been formed. Sweden has released Sampai, and Finland. Don't really see them in games much. Russia trying to colonize over. Tunis, a major power in the north here. Spain, pretty powerful. And they just lost Sardinia. Alright. Oh, we missed it. Donghai made Manchu. Interesting. Maybe now we'll see a Manchu conquest of China, because Manchu can be pretty powerful if you play its abilities right. Spain is not dealing with those separatists. We might see a rise of Wuding again. So for any of you voting for Wuding, then, well, there you go. The Ottomans? What? The Ottomans made it into China? That's weird. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if maybe they, Spain had bought that tile as well, and then the Ottomans won a war and took it, or what, but the Ottomans are in China, guys. I never thought I'd see that day. And there we go. Uchi's making an attack of opportunity on Japan. Might see the forming of two Japans. Who knows? The new Japan and the old Japan. Manchu looks like a pretty big competitor now. And there we go. The rise of Wuding. But they're immediately at war with Manchu. Hey guys, we're back, and we're gone. And Uchi almost completely occupying all of Japan except for Japanese Korea. And some separatists over here in Yarkand. Calm dealing with some Hindi zealots. And there we go. Manchu has officially killed Wuding again. So sorry for any of you voting for them. But now Manchu is a little bit bigger. The Ottomans separating their territory. And Uchin has made landing in Korea. If Uchin can take this, they have a good chance of getting Korea, because they're at war with them as well. Ooh, peasants are rising up and taking over what was Uchi's. If I was Uchi, though, I'd take the forts and then peace out. Just take as much on the Korean peninsula as I can, which they didn't do. They went ahead and took that territory. But I would have taken the peninsula. That way I could just attack Korea from multiple sides. They did, however, take this island. And Japan's still dealing with not separatists, but a ton of rebels. India kind of getting some major powers growing. Timurids still just kind of sitting where they were. Mongnai at war with these guys. The Nagai Chao. See how that works out for them, because they occupy one and they're occupied on 4. It looks like 3. Anyway, I think that's a pretty fair war. Ooh, Manchu has gone to war with Mongolia now, trying to spread over this way. If they play their cards right and don't take any money, I'm pretty sure they could come all the way to this border here. But I know that they're going to take some money. Just carpet sieging all of this. Good for them. Mongol separatists in here. These guys have been pretty peaceful here lately. Oh, nope. I say that and they are at war with Mongnai, Kham, and Ava. Are they at war with them as well? Yeah, so okay, that's probably a joint war. That's why they're not getting as many gains. Shanghai taking an attack of opportunity on those guys, they're also at war with Yarkand, who was almost completely knocked out. Yeah, they have all this just down here sitting. They're being invaded by these guys. These guys finally showing some action, going after them. ready to see the fall of the Mongols. And separatists over here in Transaxiana. And yep, they took some of that land. Shanghai. Still at war with them. Ooh, Mongnai has made it over into the Korean peninsula somehow. They did. Mongolia is completely occupied. Ooh, here we go. Anu is going after Japan now. The island of Anu. Trying to take over what they have left up here. And there we go. They took all of the surrounding Saloon. So now, if they wanted to go after Saloon, they could just absolutely obliterate them from every angle. Udegi as well, almost. Just that one province in Korchin. Korea lost its province up here to them. Ottomans still not dealing with any separatists here. Ottomans are at war with, that looks like a Indian country. I'm not sure. And you seeing some steady gains down here. And there we go. Those guys cut Mongnai in half. And there's pretender rebels. And separatists. These guys have been sitting here quiet for a little bit. We don't have any truce timers, if anybody. Allied with Udegi and Huan. Sorry I'm not talking, there's just nothing going on at the moment. Just burning through days of nobody attacking each other. Oh, here we go. Sabir is being occupied by Kazakh. Way over here. And everybody's dealing with their rebels. They might have signed a peace deal. Nope, there's some more separatists right there popping up. And there they go. Saloon at war with Manchu. And, yep, Manchu just went to war with everybody else. So these guys, and Taishu. These guys. So these three major powers are at war with Manchu now. They have Changsha, so they have the guy in the middle to just kind of take all of the hits for them while they go move through. That's funny. Just, hey, you're not as strong as we are, so we're just gonna use you as cannon fodder. Capiche? Good. It might be a bad choice though. They're losing ground, not gaining much. Oh, okay. I thought that was these guys for a second. I was like, why are they at war? Ton of separatists down here, and then just a major Chinese war right here. Oh, there they go. They took their first province. The rise and the fall of Manchu. Changsha is almost completely occupied except for this little southern part. These alliances are what's going to make and break this Chinese area, with these three being in an alliance and these two being in an alliance, those are pretty much the powerhouses clashing head to head. Japan trying to figure out which way it's going. Korea just completely gone. And then up here, the minor hordes and pretty much not doing anything. These guys are kind of by themselves. And then here in the south, it's just all of this fighting here. But as of right now, this is pretty much in the Chinese war for Chinese succession, because whoever comes out on top is going to get a ton of land up here or in here. Because if Manchu wins, Changsha can take some of this around it. Yep, and they peaced. And Manchu lost territories here. Changsha lost territories here. So as you can see, they got pretty big. These guys got bigger, these guys got bigger, and so did these guys. Now they have a truce timer. Manchu lost. Congratulations. Korean separatists rising up. Might see a rise of Korea. Maybe. Fingers crossed. It would be funny to see Korea rise from the ashes of a broken empire and then just reclaim all of this. That'd be poetic. Let's take a look at Europe. Great Britain, still here. These guys are gone. Now it's just Finland, who is a vassal under Russia. Ah, interesting. Ottoman's not really pushing anymore, from what I can see. Russia's making it over here, so maybe Russia will come in and go through Manchu. Maybe Russia will be the new China. Japan dealing with peasants and Korean separatists, so they gotta decide, do they keep their Korean holdings or do they deal with their mainland peasants? And there we go. Korea has risen a little bit, with only one province being owned by Japan. So there they go. Ottomans have not seen any rebels in Andong, which is weird. Ooh, Russia is going to war with Kazakh. Take some of this land here. Maybe even go after Mongolia. They go after Kazakh, then go into Mongolia. Then they can go into Manchu, just kind of take all of this, surround China. Oh, here comes another major war. Zangi and Huanan. Yep, Zangi by themselves. And Taishu are also involved. I see this going very much in favor of Huanhai and Taishu. There we go. Russia taking a lot of Kazakh. And now they're bordered with Mongolia and could go after them next if they chose. Push into the Chinese area that's at war. Ooh. Changsha has broken apart and created Shu and Liang. These guys have joined the war, so this is definitely not going in their favor. Because it's just them against these three powerhouses of a country. And boom, there they go. Look how big Taishu is now. Jesus. These guys are pretty big, but they're a little bit bigger. These guys are pretty much the Triforce of China here. I don't think anybody's going to beat them, and if they do, it'll have to be a European power or a bunch of alliances. Like, I think if Manchu set aside its differences with Korea or Mongolia, Korea, and Japan, they might have a chance to take them. But I don't see that happening. If anything, Manchu is going to try to go after Korea here soon, take this little bit. They might as well. Huanan might go after Korea, just to take up this land. It says they're at war. They're at war with Uchi. Oh, did they start the war? Huan Hui and Liang. So Liang has joined the Triforce, but Tanshu has not joined in this war. So now it's a quad force, with Liang being the smallest member. Can they maybe make a landing and take over Japan? That would be interesting, to see a Chinese country go and take over Japan entirely. Just start invading Japan. Be pretty cool. Japan has boats all along their coast here. Don't know what they're trying. And there we go. Mongolia being invaded by Manchu again. Gonna see Mongolia probably hit the ground pretty hard. And just separatists down there. Yep, Manchu pretty much rolling right through them. Now would be a perfect time for Russia to attack. Oh, Korchin's involved in this war. I didn't realize Korchin is allied with Spain and Japan. Interesting alliances. Neither side in this Chinese-Japanese war has made any land, any ground. We're here in Mongolia just getting steamrolled. If I was Huan, I'd go after this island here. And from this island, I would try to land in the south of this island and push up. Take some of these forts through here. And boom, Manchu just got a whole lot bigger. Granted, that doesn't help them against the Triforce. We're just still going to call this the Triforce, even with the Yang in it. It's still the Triforce. And Russia no longer has a border with Mongolia. It's now Buryatia. Oryat has made a rise again. Who is Shua allied with? Ava. Korea being occupied by particular lists. More peasants. Separatists. Shi separatists. Might see the rise of Shi in Changsha. And Changsha completely fall to separatists. Just implode. Oryat invading Mongolia, their once vassal. Mongolia has no allies, so that's why they keep just getting steamrolled. Hietoan separatists. Changxing has been revived, or has been made, I should say. I don't know if it's been revived, but it's been made. Udegi's still just sitting quietly. Who are they allied with? Oh, they're allied to these guys. Okay. Yeah, Oryat took over most of Mongolia. Now is kind of smushed between all these guys. And Manchu is powerful enough, same with Oryat and Huani. Zengi might not be powerful enough to push up and wrap, and I don't know if they'd want to with this major threat right here. If anything, I think they should push up into Chiangtai or Chiangtai and regain some strength and then go back in. And the Ottomans is occupied by Spain and Endong. Spain sent a fleet. Spain, Castilian Brazil, New Castile, Florida, Spanish Louisiana, New Granada, Tierra Austria, Australia, Venice, Portugal, Caribbeas, Rio de Printo, Portuguese Peru, California, and Corchin. Okay, so Corchin went in and took it. I was thinking that, like, Spain sent an entire, like, thing, like a army over. Yeah, Spain is just going crazy with the colonization. Castile, Louisiana, Florida, and California. No, that's Portugal going into California. Holy crap. No, I just imagine the Ottomans have something here, and it's like, hey, we're going to get it. They're just sailing on a boat, just 5 guys. We're going to take over the Ottoman Chinese area. No one can stop us. Ming trying to go after a major power, but getting completely crushed by these guys here, occupying all of this little area and this side. Mongolian separatists in Manchu. More Japanese peasants. Ming getting split up by Liang and Ningqiao. Tan Shu, or Tian Shui, kind of getting pushed through, but they're cunningly taking it. Li Zhang, over here, not Li Yang, but Li Zhang over here, trying to get some ground, trying to reestablish itself. Oh, Spain owns these islands too. Interesting. Ming almost completely occupied, save for 2 or 3 provinces. And there they go, completely occupied. Peace should ensue. Korea going to war with Japan and occupying Korean Japan. They sail over, they can actually get some easy gains from these rebels being here. Just as soon as the rebels go away, just invade, start taking what they had. Because those aren't peasants, there shouldn't be but a couple thousand of them. Ming just still holding on, hoping that they can come back down and retake their stuff. Up and there they go. Peace will now ensue, hopefully. Liang separatists. Boom, there they go. Tan Shu gained some, Li Zhang gained more. Same with these guys. These guys actually took out Liang. This little minor country that was part of their Triforce. So now it's back to just being the Triforce. Huanan could go ahead and take Changsha right here and give Tian Shu this little bit of them, and then they could take Shu, and they would own this entire region of China and be the main powerhouse. And Russia going to war with Kazakh again. And Transoxiana. Let me actually scroll over. So Russia's going after Transoxiana, gaining ground, and Kazakh. There goes the peace deal. A lot of Transoxiana was given up. We might see a pretty accurate modern Russia. Naples owning most of Italy along with Milan. Spain owning a little bit. Netherlands, major power. And we might actually see a historical Russia if they can take this little bit and take Chinogrov and then this Ottoman territory. Be a modern Russia. But back over here, okay, they're getting invaded by Tan Shui. And Huan is invading Yangji again. There we go. Changxi is no more. He's completely surrounded by Taishi, who is now probably the biggest. I'm gonna say that they're one of the biggest Chinese major nations. Based on territory, I'm gonna say they're the biggest. They are the biggest. Therefore, I'm gonna say that Tan Shui is winning. But if Huan Huin can take this territory, they'll outbeat them. Huoyan is sitting pretty. Yep, there they go. Now they're pretty much tied. Personal opinion. These guys aren't as big, but they do hold foreign lands. So, we'll see how that goes. If they take Korea and can manage to take some of this territory down here, they'd win out. Russia pushing around Boyati, just colonizing. But we are running out of time, so as soon as it comes around to the first of the year, there we go, January 1st. That's what we're going to call it for this episode, guys. If you have enjoyed, consider leaving a like. If you like the channel, subscribe. It's just that simple. Subscribe. Every subscription gets us a free lifetime supply of air. Guaranteed. You're guaranteed to be able to breathe for the rest of your life when you subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.